Okay, hello. This is just going to be a quick, simple guide on how to get my Blood on the Clocktower for Minecraft mod pack set up. It is a little bit more involved than other mod packs. It's not bad, but there's a couple extra steps. I imagine some of these steps will probably change as I continue to develop the mod pack, so I would recommend checking the pinned comment if you're watching this anytime after like a week of upload. So you scroll down there, you take a little peek, wow, nothing to look at, and you scroll back up, and here we go. So I'm going to be using Modrinth for setting this up because it's what I'm comfortable with. Most server providers will have some sort of guide on how to set up mod packs, so you're just going to follow their steps. On Modrinth, it's nice and easy. You just pop over to Platform, you click Switch Mod Pack, and you search up Clocktower. This is the one you're going to get. You'll install that, and it'll take care of all the busy stuff for you. So we'll just give that a second to populate. Okay, looks like it's pretty much ready. So we are in the Files tab here. Now that it's installed, we're going to first off pop into the server folder here, go into config, and we're just going to move both of these to the regular config folder. Any server provider worth its salt will have a menu sort of like this, but you can also just use FileZilla or whatever FTP client you prefer. So now if we can go ahead and delete that folder, now that we've moved everything out. If you look at your config, you can see that tab and voice chat now exist. So what we're going to do now is we're going to set up simple voice chat for our server. The simple voice chat creator has made a nice website with a list of instructions for like a trillion different hosting providers. For Modrinth, all you do is you pop to the network, you make an allocation, which I've already done here, and then you copy this port. You're going to copy that, pop over to Files, Config, voice chat server, and this right here, set that to whatever the port was in your allocation and save the file. I've already got it ready. And then there's just one more step on this side of things. We go back to our root folder in saves. This is the world you're wanting to grab. So you're just going to move this into your root folder. In your server config, if you want to name this something other than worlds, you can have multiple worlds in your server. You can do that. You'll just go over to your server config file, which I don't even know where it is. Maybe I should. Ah, yeah, it's on properties over here. It hasn't been generated yet. And you'll just change the level dash name setting to whatever you want. So we're going to go ahead and start our server. I don't think there's anything else you have to do here other than op yourself. In my case, my username is Civilian, so we're doing that. And then once the server starts, I will be back with you in-game. All right, so we are online. I'm going to hop into the server here. If we set up simple voice chat correctly, we're going to get a little microphone icon, excellent, as opposed to a plug icon it gives you if you're disconnected. So we know that's set up correctly. So there's a couple things you need to do here, which is kind of annoying. I'm hoping to phase them out in the future, but hey, it is what it is. So we're already opt, so we can run this. So first off, we need to do a /reload. This just loads up a couple commands that aren't accessible until runtime. It's a weird bug with the world protection mod that I'm using. So then we're going to do function. We are going to pop over to the init folder. We're going to run yop reset, and then we're going to run yop regions. And what that does, it just fixes a bug with that protection mod that fails to correctly remember which doors you can and can't open, basically. Like you can see, I can't modify this. I can modify this. If you don't run those commands, it would only let me interact with the top half of this door. I don't really know why. I'm hoping to move over to a different Persians plugin at some point in the future. But you should be all set up. It should have your voice chat set up correctly. Look at that. I'm in the beat field. Look at this. I'm in the wheat field now. All that jazz is handled automatically. And that's the setup. That's all you got to do. In order to storytell, you can do storyteller add and then your username. And then you'll get your grimoire and your bag and all that jazz. I think I'm going to do a separate video on how to use it to storytell. It's relatively intuitive, but it's also kind of not. And I think there's a world where I update how to storytell it before I update how to set up the mod pack. And I don't want this video to become immediately outdated. So that's all. Thanks. Bye now. Bye. See ya. Bye now.